You've been told to post more reels. You've been told reels are everything. But what if I told you that more reels might actually be hurting your reach? Welcome to Marketing Trends Now. I'm Katie Brinkley, a social media strategist who's been in the game for over 2 decades. And I'm a business owner just like you. If you want to stay ahead of the algorithm without burning out, I've got you. I know you've got a business to run, so I'm going to keep it short, smart, and worth your time.
Let's dive into today's episode.
Today's episode might ruffle a few feathers, especially if you've been someone that's been all in on Reels for the past year. Let's start with a stat straight from Metricool's latest 2025 social media study. Instagram Reels reach dropped by 20% in 2024, but post reach, those regular single images or carousel posts, that went up by 21% in the past year. Wait, what? Yeah, I know. This goes against everything we were told in 2022 and 2023. Reels were the golden child. Every coach and strategist, including me, was saying, get on Reels, use trending audio, show your face, post more often. Well, I don't know if I was ever saying post more often, but post. And for a while, that worked. But Instagram shifted. And if you're still using your 2023 strategy here in 2025, well, you might be unknowingly hurting your own reach. So let's break this down, why it's happening, what's changed, and how to adjust your strategy without throwing out video altogether. So according to Metricool's data, Reels are no longer getting the same algorithmic push that they used to. Like I said earlier, overall Reels reach is down by 20%. Reels impressions are down too, especially for accounts that are posting Reels daily without a strategy. Meanwhile, carousel and photo posts have actually started climbing again with a 21% increase in reach just this past year. You might be saying, why? Why is this? Well, because people are overwhelmed. They're watching too much short form video and not all of it is good. So here's the key. I've been saying this before, I'm on my soapbox. Posting more does not mean reaching more. In fact, the study shows that creators who post Reels too much are starting to get penalized by the algorithm. Instagram is the classic case of quantity over quality. Instagram wants you to create content that's going to keep people on their app, not just mindless scrolling and then them saying, oh, why am I even here? And then getting off. Instagram wants you to create better content. So if your Reels aren't driving saves or shares or watch time, the algorithm's not going to reward that anymore. Now, I do want to talk about the surprise comeback of the past year. The regular post. Yes, specifically the carousel posts, especially that are educational or story-driven. The static posts with strong hooks and relatable captions. That high-value content that drives engagement, saves, and shares. This is the part that I actually found super interesting from the report. Instagram's recently increased carousel limits to 20 slides. 20 slides is a lot of opportunities to tell a story, teach something valuable, or build a deeper connection. It's not just a feature update. That's a signal. Now, I'm not saying to go ahead and create a bunch of Instagram posts with 20 plus slides. Again, it's quality over quantity. Use as many slides as you need to tell an engaging story that's going to keep people swiping and keep them on the app longer. It has nothing to do with trends or dancing. It has everything to do with meaningful content. So what does this mean for the rest of your Instagram strategy? What are you going to do with this information? So let me walk you through how I'm advising my clients to adjust their content plans without starting from scratch. Number one, Reels, obviously they still matter, but not daily. I'm not saying to stop them. Stop treating Reels like checkboxes. If your Reels are just lip syncs or recycled templates or a caption, pointing around with no hook or CTA, then yes, your reach is going to suffer. Instead, aim to 1 or 2 Reels per week that are thoughtful, strategic, and they drive interaction. Ask yourself before posting, is this reel doing anything for me besides being just a placeholder or a checked box? If it's not, cut it. You don't need to do it. Number 2, prioritize carousels. Carousels are binge-worthy content. You don't need to be on camera. You don't need to dance. You don't need audio. All you need is to deliver value or tell a story or solve a problem. You want to just keep people swiping. So here's a quick carousel formula. Slide 1, a bold hook, think clickbait material, but of course, always be honest. Then slides 2 through 5, teach or explain. Then slides 6 through 9, share your personal opinion or an example or a story. And then the final slide, have it be that CTA or tell them what they're supposed to do next. That's it. It's clean, it's effective, and it's high retention. Number 3, post with purpose, not for the algorithm. The biggest mistake that I see so many business owners making is that they're posting out of fear. I haven't posted today. The algorithm wants more video. I need to be consistent. No, you don't need any of that. What you need is a strategy. You need posts that entertain, that they show thought leadership, they inspire, and they convert. All systems, all core values of the 4-post strategy. If your content doesn't do at least one of those, then don't post it. You're not a content farm. You are a brand. Show up like one. And I know this might be, a little bit of beating a dead horse, but it's worth repeating. Engagement is still everything. If you're creating content that is not getting engagement, then what's the point? Saves, shares, and comments, those drive your reach. Likes, they're nice, but they don't move the needle like they used to. People want connection, not just performance. So focus on captions that ask a question. They have a hook. Have a CTA to swipe, save, or share. Use polls and stories that are going to drive replies and conversations. DM new followers with a quick thank you message. You don't need more reels. What you need is more conversation. And last but not least, start treating carousels like long-form content. A good carousel post is basically just a mini blog. If you're already doing long-form content like a podcast or a YouTube, newsletters, you got the material already. There's no excuses. Take one section of your latest podcast episode and turn it into a 7-slide carousel. Use a client win or a quote as the start of a story. Break down a tip from your email list in a graphic format. Again, you already have the content. You just need to format it. Reels, they're not dead, but they're not the whole game anymore. In 2025, Instagram is rewarding creators who create intentional, layered content, not just trend chasers and daily posters. This is what I want you to remember. Post fewer reels, but make them better. Lean into carousel as a storytelling and educating tool. Use captions to spark saves, shares, and comments. Recycle your long-form content for your posts and focus on conversations, not just content. Because honestly, visibility, it's great. But visibility with direction, this is where the magic happens. If you found today's episode helpful, be sure to subscribe to the podcast, share today's episode with a friend. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can find me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. I'll include all the links down in the show notes. And until next time, keep your marketing smart, strategic, and always on trend.